Heard of the guy before. I have to read this and I'll make it quick, and then I'm going to talk about my personal feelings about it. In 1991, he opened this restaurant here that we sit in today. Thank you. And he was 30 years old, pioneer, big cojones for a 30-year-old guy to take on such a big project, and I guess that was one of the farm to table was that. I think you're probably responsible for that phrase, so we hate you for that. So, anyway, it talks about he had a TV show back in '91, Master Chef Shelton, 35 years experience in science-based cooking and teaching in the hospitality business. He trained in 8 of the world's greatest restaurants. I didn't even notice. Ivoli, Jamais was Joe Robichon. Ma Maison, that's where Wolfgang Puck came from, I think. L'Auberge de Ile, Le Pré Catalan, David Burke, the best restaurant in New York at the time when he was there, Le Bernardin and Le Côte Basque. And I had worked for many people that came out of Le Côte Basque, and some of the best chefs in New York City were trained by Jean-Jacques Richoux, including Charlie Palmer and the Wild de Blue, who I both worked for. So Craig earned countless awards here at the Ryland Inn at 30 years old. He ran 17 years in a row the best restaurant in New Jersey. That's pretty good, right? That's before Anthony got here. No, but so, this is the first time I read this. I've always been impressed, but now I'm more impressed. He's an instructor at Princeton University. Princeton Environmental Institute, where he teaches freshman seminar on worldwide food systems, sustainability, dietary health, and expertise in undergraduate at Yale. He began his expertise in the area while an undergraduate at Yale. He's a Yale undergrad, where he earned his degree in molecular biophysics. Again, way ahead of his time. He might have been teaching him Lee what to do in biochemistry. He's a co-founder of a think tank, Princeton Center for Food Studies, and the founder of King's Row Coffee, co-founder of Aeon Holistic Agriculture. And it goes on, he's recognized for his achievements in many different things. It's very impressive to read this. Even I know him and I'm impressed. And I don't know how I met him, but I have an idea. It was either Dennis Foy or somebody like that, or someone from Corona, or somebody named Desmond Lloyd, or Stephen Permal, who was a sous chef that we shared. And we shared many different sous chefs. And this guy, Stephen Permal, was at one time the Michael Jordan of line cooks. The best line cook you ever saw. He was drunk, stoned, straight. I mean, this guy, I put him on the best. I could write better menus if he worked for me. And he would keep talking about this guy, Craig Shelton. And he never really talked good about, he was very competitive, and he would, he'd go out to dinner and say, he went to here, it was okay. And then he'd be like, he worked at the Round End, he would always be talking to me about Craig. And I had no idea who Craig was. Then he one day mentioned that Craig Shelton was the chef de cuisine at Boulay in his heyday, which was my favorite restaurant. I still think David Boulay is one of the best cooks on the planet. And so then it got more of my attention. So somehow we met, and I realized, we just became fast friends. We never worked together. We did plenty of events together, but we shared people. And in this business, as you know, that's how things get developed. That's how you learn things. That's how you meet people, things like this, events. And he kept telling me, this guy's cool. He's really smart. He's intense. He's a badass. He says, I'll be like, Steve, I got it. You like the guy, And I finally came there for dinner many moons ago when I lived up in Scotch Plains, and it had to be before 2000. So it was late, mid-90s. I already hated him. I hated the guy. You know why? He was on the cover of Gourmet magazine. And I'm like, so I hated him for like a day. I'm like in the airport, I see Gourmet magazine, I'm like, how the hell's a guy from Jersey get on the cover? No other person was ever on the cover of that magazine. In fact, it caused a big problem. Do you know that, Greg? that people complained because they used to wallpaper their rooms with covers of Gourmet magazine, and there was never a person on it. So he ruined that woman in Ohio's kitchen. Had to put a guy on there in a chef belt. True story. And then, that's in New Jersey, right? In a book by Teresa Politano. I just happened to find 2 copies of it in my library at home, and guess who's on the cover? So I hated him again. So I hated him twice. It's not so bad. We're very competitive, but one of the things I admire most about him is he's a little older than me, I think, based on his bio. And he became a chef when it wasn't cool. He became a chef. I really think he became a chef to teach people. And I still think he wants to do that, because I think we have a lot of similarities, but he became a chef before there was TV, there was tattoos, there was attitude. There was an attitude, but it was about winning, and people like him wanted to be the quarterback of their kitchen and run their own show and win and be great at one thing. Not be on TV first and sell floor mats and all these other things. It was about, the heart and soul of being a chef, when being a chef was not looked upon as a great career choice. And I'm sure going to Yale and then telling someone in your family you want to be a chef caused a little bit of dinner conversation. Because I've been there. And so we met, we started, we became friends, and I think just more out of respect for what we did for each other. And we've had, we've been in the industry, a great industry, especially for what's happened in Jersey. And I have to thank you for actually giving Jersey some credit for food. Way back when, if you look at it now, there's a lot of young people and entrepreneurs and families here that do great jobs in New Jersey, and it gets the respect of the nation when it comes to food. And people are actually spending money in restaurants in Jersey, as opposed to years ago when they went over the bridge. Or they went to the city if they were going to drop the right amount of money. But it takes the man in the arena to do that. And he was a man, one of the men, there's many in this room, he was the man in the arena that came out here in 1991 and put it on the line. And if any of you ever heard that poem by the man in the arena, has anyone ever heard that? I'm going to read it. Don't tell me that. Hold on. Here it is. It's worthy because when I was thinking about writing something for him, I thought about this. It's a famous quote from 1910 by Teddy Roosevelt. It says, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or whether doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself on a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at the least fails with daring greatly. So that big place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." So, the man in the arena is Craig Shelton. Congratulations.